Hey guys, it's Jonathan here, just checking in. What's going on, everybody?
They've lost their way. I know! We need to get Joe Nathan to consult for Studio 397. Yes! Did you hear that, Joe? You need to straighten these idiots out. Idiots!
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and straighten these idiots out, yeah? So I want to begin with simple things first. The most common recurring theme I've noticed is oftentimes there are patterns in the receptions of the videos I release. Enough so that it's hard to point to one exact reason why some videos do better than others, whether my review is positive or negative. But I have noticed a couple of trends, if you will, and there's some logic behind all of this, but I will say causation isn't correlation, or however the saying goes. Y'all know the deal. I'm going to focus mainly on the responses, likes and dislikes, and messages I've received from in-game chat in this video, highlighting just things that I found interesting or entertaining, maybe even a little disappointing along the way. The first thing I want to talk about is, I finally found a use for that clip I used in the intro. It's been so long. I don't remember who said that about me, but I do recall a friend of mine sending me the link to it, and I've not quite been as entertained by any fan mail as I was the day I saw the video telling me to be a consultant for Studio 397. You know, it came around the time when I posted a video about rFactor 2, and in that video I claimed rFactor 2 is the best offline sim racing experience available. All opinions aside, when the rFactor 2 AI is optimal, the racing is pretty immersive, and I released that video to showcase what I thought other people might appreciate in knowing. I like to make videos that showcase things that people might not be aware of, or possibly to show things aren't as good as they may appear in order to prevent people from being misled. Taking that into account, the video received a decent amount of support, nearing in on 10,000 views and a little over 150 likes. I say that's a fairly good outreach, and it served its purpose. No, it's not a marketing video, but I've been accused of making rFactor 2 marketing videos, if that's the right word. That may not have been said in all seriousness, but that also could have been what people believe. In fact, I'm referred to as an rFactor 2 fanboy or shill, all because of the few videos I made about rFactor 2, highlighting it in a positive manner, highlighting what it does well. Meanwhile, people have purchased the game after watching one of my videos, and I've heard back that they do enjoy it. At least if it's a marketing video, it's a good one. My most popular videos are my shilling of rFactor 2, but usually any of my other videos are knocking on some other sim, and those don't do too well. I've criticized pretty much every other sim out there, Assetto Corsa and iRacing. Those are my favorite to talk about. This is really interesting to me, because when I talked about improvements for Dirt on iRacing a couple weeks after the release, I was bashed for that on YouTube and on Facebook. The video title probably had something to do with that, because about a month and a half later, I took another go at iRacing's Dirt, basically saying it was boring, and all the things I said in the first video, I practically echoed it here in the second video. The second video had a much different reception. It also had a friendlier title, to say the least, but part of me wonders if it has so much to do with the title. Part of it has to be the timing. I mean, 2 months after the release, maybe more people were starting to realize they too were underwhelmed by the overall simulation package. Again, it could be either or. As for my Assetto Corsa videos, these are second favorite, because honestly, it doesn't matter how damning my evidence or what Kuno said last, people still dislike these videos. My most recent one is already at around 13 likes and an impressive and kind of upsetting 40 dislikes. Alright, I get it. The update just released, everyone loves it, and here's John Nathan ruining all the fun again. Here's the thing though, this update is genuinely bad for the AI, and all I see is people defending the AI by placing blame on me for not avoiding cars, slamming the brakes in front of me on the racing line, or even justifying the robotic behavior the AI exhibits, which, quite honestly, is mind-blowing. Let me just say that the AI, which cannot stay on the track, cannot take the proper racing line, cannot overtake in a straight line, that AI is inadequate. Saying that it is, well, that's like saying it's ideal to race against guys who can't maximize straight line speed, or even take the ideal racing line when you're battling them, whether they're real or not. But again, this is something that I've been accused of being nitpicky for, even though getting rammed at turn 1, getting involved in a crash where the AI suddenly stop in a straight line, or even racing against AI, which are an eyesore to look at, that's being hypercritical. Let me reiterate. I can't race this new AI. It's brutal in so many different ways. It doesn't even begin to compare to rFactor 2's AI, yet people have gone on and made that comparison anyways. Maybe the hype of the update hasn't worn off yet. This seems to be a familiar cycle with AI on Assetto Corsa. Once the update releases, people love it, but about 2 weeks later, people itch for the glaring issues in the AI to be fixed. Rinse and repeat. What's really amazing to me is that it's not your average viewer getting all hot and bothered by these videos. Lord Kunos himself has the memory of an elephant of one of my own videos from about a year ago when I went off on Assetto Corsa's missing features. Oh, but here comes VR. That video was released like 10 months ago, has been enlisted for about 8, and just 4 months ago or so, Kunos refers back to that very same video on Reddit in a response to me. Why would he be so bothered by one of my videos or someone else's complaints, enough so to call them insane, mentally ill, or go off on a tangent about the dynamic pubic hair model he's developing to appease even the toughest sim racing critics? Why would he say those things or do those things if it didn't have a little bit of truth to it? Anyways, I think that covers Assetto Corsa. On to the next thing, pretend race cars. First off, let me say pretend race cars are awesome. Not the publication, not the blog, just virtual race cars. I enjoy the genre of sim racing, the experiences I wouldn't be able to enjoy without racing sims, and the friendships I've gained. All things considered, despite the critiquing I do, it's all for a better, more enjoyable experience. I do it for a better product and a more informed consumer. I'm okay with dislikes. I'm okay with negative comments. I understand it by now. I'm not going to try and change the community, but I will say this much. I'm a member of the community just as much as you are, and I definitely want to see the community grow and thrive just like anyone else. Don't get mad at me for pointing out the opportunity to grow for Sims. Shortcomings need to be highlighted just like the highlights themselves. Hell, if the developers decide they want to work on the issues I point out, we all benefit from a better racing sim in the end. I'm a strong believer in the community has a responsibility to keep the developers in check, and so I will continue to do it. Anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully I explained myself well, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, keep it cool. It's hot in this motherfucking desert.